every day for like a whole year, I'd be like, is she breathing? Is she alive? What's going on? You know, everything she did, I was like, she's going to die soon. She's going to die soon.
Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of The Hero's Journey, Life Beyond the Diagnosis. I'm your host, Brianna Baskerville, founder of Wichita's Littlest Heroes. And I'm so glad you're here with us for another powerful conversation.
And I'm Brianna Gallegos, your co-host and proud supporter of the incredible families who remind us what real strength looks like every day.
Before we dive in, we want to give a huge thank you to our episode sponsor, Andover Auto Body. Their generosity has helped make some of our biggest events like Superhero 5K and Bravery Ball truly unforgettable for our hero families. We are so grateful for the community and continued support.
Each week, we sit down with families of medically complex children to share their stories, the highs, the heartbreaks, the moments of laughter, and the truth behind what it really means to be a hero family.
And today's episode is one that is especially close to our hearts. We're joined by Tori Moler, an amazing hero mom, to talk about her 11-year-old daughter, Livy, who lives with Rett syndrome, a rare and complex neurological disorder that affects nearly every aspect of her daily life.
Tori's story is full of honesty, advocacy, and deep love, from navigating therapies and communication challenges to celebrating milestones that many of us might take for granted. Tori and Livy's journey is nothing short of inspiring.
So grab a coffee, settle in, and let's take a listen to another unforgettable hero journey.
Hi, Tori.
Hello.
Hi. Can you start by telling us a little bit about your family and what life looks like on a typical day in your household?
So it is me and mom. I'm a social worker by trade, mom by profession, I feel like. And then Breland, she is 12 years old, and Livy she's 10, almost 11.
Oh, I said 11. I'm sorry.
Well, she's close.
Yeah.
Just a few months away. So, 2 preteens and me.
We'll just round up a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everyone wants to be older at that age.
Yeah. Ugh. Yes. Okay, so daily living. Liv is wild. She's a wild chick. We keep things pretty steady, pretty consistent, routine.
Routine is important.
Routine is important for her. She likes to move. She likes to go, but she also needs her downtime. So, she goes to school full time. She's in a categorical classroom. And
what does that mean?
It means that she's in a classroom full of kids that are like her. There's more para support, more help, more intensive support than just in a general education classroom. And she'll be going into middle school.
Wow.
So I'm excited.
Yeah.
And so
it's a milestone.
I know. It's kind of crazy.
Baby's grown up.
Yeah. 2 kids in middle school. Oof.
Two
So
girls.
We'll be praying.
2 girls. 2 girls.
We'll be praying for you.
Yeah. Thanks. I need them. But yeah, so we do school. I work in the school district as well. And then afterwards we do volleyball. Breland does volleyball and I help coach, and Livy sits on the sidelines and cheers and does all her stuff. So that's pretty much our day. Summers, we have a great time. We stay busy. We stay swimming, stay in the water, travel. My goal is always to take them on at least 1 vacation a year. So that's what we do.
That's awesome. When did you first start noticing signs that something was different with Livy, and what was that journey like to getting a diagnosis of Rett syndrome?
Yeah, so our journey was pretty different. She was born at 34 weeks, and she was only 2 pounds, 14 ounces.
Oh,
little tiny thing. And they didn't know that she was going to be that small. So she came via emergency C-section and was in the NICU for about 25 days, I believe. And then, so things were always different for her. She met milestones a little bit more delayed than Breland did. And they're only 19 months apart. So I was able to, things were still fresh for me for what we did. But, second kids, different kids. It's always different. Every kid is different. Then around 16 months, things started getting a little bit more apparent that something was different. She would go around the house and start banging her head on things. And I was like, whoa, this isn't normal. Yeah. So that's when we started the therapies, the doctor visits, evaluations, things like that. She did have Rainbow's involvement from birth because she was so small. And so we had an occupational therapist that would come out monthly, and she kind of helped steer that direction of where we should start and things like that. So at the age of 2 years and 4 months, she was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, level 3. And we lived with that for about 3 years. And
she's how old at this time?
She was diagnosed at 2. So then around the age of 5.
That's pretty early, isn't it?
It was, you can't technically be diagnosed until the age of 2. But with background and training and support, we were able to get those appointments and kind of get on it. Because like I said, I knew there was something different. One of the things that Livy always did was she rings beads, plays with her hands a lot. And we went to a doctor here in town, and he said, let's go do some genetic testing. So this was about around the age of 5. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. We've done this before and nothing came of it. So he's like, we need to test for Rett syndrome. Okay. I didn't even Google it. I don't know why. I didn't. I just thought there's nothing wrong with her. And it came back that she does have Rett syndrome. So the first thing I do is I Google it. the worst.
One thing they tell you, every parent not to do.
Yeah. And the geneticist even said, don't Google it.
But everybody does.
Yeah. And the first thing that comes up is that girls live, their average age is 10. So I was like, oh, so we're 5. And I was like, okay, 5 years.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
You've never told me that before.
Yeah. We'll get into that.
Okay.
About why. So, I was like, okay, so my first year, thankfully I got set up with the International Rett Syndrome Foundation. They're phenomenal. They're experts in this. And she said, don't Google it. I said, I already did. And she's like, okay, well, that's just statistics. Those are just numbers, And I was like, okay. Every day for like a whole year, I'd be like, is she breathing? Is she alive? What's going on? Everything she did, I was like, she's going to die soon. She's going to die soon. So she didn't. And then I slowly started to learn more about Rett syndrome, and she's not going to die. Yay. Yay. But so I have learned a lot about Rett syndrome. And so, yeah, kind of jumping ahead.
I was just saying, can you share?
Yeah.
People may not know what Rett syndrome is. Can you explain?
Yeah. And
exactly
so
we haven't Googled it.
Don't Google it, because I always tell people, if you want more information, go to rettsyndrome.org. That's where you're going to get the real of the real, not Google. Not the Google, not the AI version.
WebMD.
Not the like doom and gloom version. You're going to get the real
life, what it is.
Real life. So it's a mutation on the X chromosome in the MECP2. I am not a scientist. I don't know any of these things. Like, I am not. So I don't know where that is and how that functions. I just know what I keep handy in my information. So there are over 200 different mutations on that little gene.
Wow.
Yeah. So every person that has Rett syndrome is way different. It generally affects girls more than boys because it's on the X chromosome. It's 1 in 10,000 girls and 1 in 1 million boys.
Wow.
So it happens like at the time of conception. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. There's nothing you can do to change it. It just happens. It's called de novo. So of nothing. It doesn't mean that I'm a carrier. It doesn't mean their dad's a carrier. It just mutates. It happens. So it causes problems with brain function, cognitive, sensory, emotional problems, motor and motor function. A lot of times girls can be developmentally delayed, but there's some girls that are just smart, like can read, can do things normally. It does.
So is it like autism where there's like a spectrum?
It's a huge spectrum.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like Rett is the umbrella, but it can go from one
side to another. Yeah. And
extreme to another.
Yeah. And it actually was under the autism spectrum for a really long time until a doctor found, Dr. Rett, found that it's a genetic disorder. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dr. Rett.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But so a lot of times there's speech delays. She's nonverbal. Most of the girls that I have met are nonverbal. Some can use like an eye gaze because it also affects your hand use. So like pointing and grabbing and things like that are difficult for some girls. Some girls it affects their eating. A lot are tube fed or wheelchair bound. So it have a lot of seizures and things like that. So there's kind of like two sides. There's the medical side and then there's the behavioral side. So Livy doesn't have any of those medical needs. She's got all the behavioral needs. I mean, most girls, like I said, are nonverbal. So we deal with a lot of anxiety, destruction. She's
good.
Sorry. She's I mean, she's a lot. She is very busy. She moves, she walks, she runs, she
is
climbs.
A busy girl.
She's a busy girl. And some girls with Rett syndrome cannot do that. They are not ambulatory. She's one of the only ones in Wichita that are. And like it's like Livy's the only one that I've seen and met that's like her. We've gone to some Rett syndrome conventions and met other families and connected with other families, and Livy is different.
Yeah.
Livy's very ornery.
She is.
She is very spicy little thing.
Yeah, she'll grab you if you're
she'll grab you. Like that's how she gets your attention, by pulling your hair or pinching you. She's recently learned how to slap, so that's been really fun. Like, I have to block her hand.
First time I met her, she pulled my hair. I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And I was like, oh, hi.
Yeah. She'll, like, if we go out to eat, she'll steal people's food or drinks or,
Never a dull
Well, you
moment.
were telling me about swimming the other day. What is it like swimming with Livy?
She loves the water. She loves swimming. Water's always been like her thing. Swimming with Livy is interesting. She tends to grab hair, but she'll grab hair and then pull it underwater. So, no one is safe swimming around Livy. But she loves it. I mean, she's just like full of joy. I don't think she understands half the things that she does. I don't think she means to do maliciously. It's just fun for her. So, like I said, she's ornery. She's so ornery. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
She is nonverbal. But one of the things about Livy is it's very quick to learn her and what she wants. She's a simple girl. You keep her fed and watered and play with her a little bit, give her some attention, and she's cool. She's fine.
Yeah.
But she likes to go. Like all the hero events, she likes going. She likes seeing people. She doesn't like being close to them. She's
an observer.
She is. But then, like if she sees a kid she just kind of wants to play with, she'll just tug their hair.
Oh, hey.
Well, hey.
Livy love.
Livy love. That's why I tell her all the time. Love does not have to hurt. But
What are some of the biggest challenges you face as a parent of a medically complex child? But also, what are some of the unexpected joys that you've?
yeah, so some of the challenges are creating a village that can handle her. I mean, while she does not have those medical issues right now, it always could happen. There's always this chance that little gene, her neurological system, will be like, oh yeah, time for a seizure or something like that. And going back, that's why the age of death is typically, or not, I can't say typically, but average lifespan is 10, because there are some girls that have like the severe seizures or their lungs are really, really weak. And so they get a common cold or pneumonia, and that's what happens. I will say there is a lady in Scotland that we're connected with through Facebook, and she is 50 and lives her best life.
Really?
Her name is Linda, and she is the cutest little thing.
Doesn't that give you so much hope, though?
It does. And it's so funny because there's a little subset of women in moms, Rett moms, that like, we love Linda.
Yeah, Linda's like your
Linda's
mascot.
our hero. Yeah, because we're like, okay, she's doing all these things and she's 50. Like, she's walking, she checks out her garden, she loves her tea, and so it gives all of us hope. Yeah,
Is she verbal?
she's not, but she's also very ornery. Like, you can see videos and stuff like that of just her shenanigans.
You're gonna have to show this to me later.
Oh my gosh, I love Linda. But one of the cool things about Linda is that her sister's her caregiver. And so...
Oh, kind of like Breland.
Yeah.
So, well, that's a great segue into my next question, because Livy has a very special bond with her sister, Breland. And can you tell us about their relationship and what makes Breland such an incredible sibling? Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Made it this far.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to try really hard. Breland is the best big sister. Oh, darn it. I was doing so good.
It's okay. We're going to cry with you.
She's phenomenal with her. And she does so good for being
12.
a year older than her. I mean, this is all she's known.
Yeah.
This is her sibling relationship. And it's difficult because there's some things that we cannot do because of Livy's needs. And so Breland doesn't get to do that, like typical things. And like, if we have like sleepovers, something super normal for a 12-year-old girl, but all of her friends have to be prepared. Like, this is Livy. Livy wakes up at 4:30 in the morning, and she wakes up by banging her door. So it sounds like, chaos upstairs, and, they're 12 and they sleep through it. But gosh, what if they weren't, what if, who wants to be woken up by like a sharp bang on a door, and they can't have snacks because Liv comes steal them all. They can't leave their drinks around, and things like that. So but Breland's so good at being like, that's my sister and this is our life. She takes it better than I do. Yeah,
take it or leave it.
Yeah, and she doesn't know any better, and that's what makes her so unique. She's a phenomenal big sister.
Yeah, she is. She's probably, and we even talked about having Breland here today, but she's in school.
No, she's getting her hair done.
Oh, okay. Well, priorities.
Yeah, exactly. So
but we may have to bring Breland into the studio at some point, because I think she just really has a great perspective on life with a sibling like Livy.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite moments. I was like, okay, this is why, one of those like aha kind of God moments. I was like, okay, this is when she started kindergarten, she came home and she's like, Mom, there's 3 kids in my class with autism. And I was like, wow, that's a lot. How do you know that? And she's like, 'cause I saw them. So of course I'm like, email her teacher, and I'm like, are there really 3 kids with autism in your classroom? 'Cause that's a lot for a kindergarten teacher. Yeah. And she said, well, maybe, but they're not diagnosed. And I was like, oh, okay. But that's
Breland picked up on it.
but that's her life. That's what she's been around. And, you know, all of Livy's therapies and things that we've done, Breland's been a part of, because it's the three of us. We do everything together. But yeah, so anytime that any of those kids needed support, her teacher would be like, hey, Breland, can you go help? Mm-hmm. And she loves to help. Like, like anytime she volunteers or does anything with the heroes, she's always willing to like kind of take on the different kid and help. And so, yeah,
love her.
Yeah. She's got a big heart. She is sassy. Mm-hmm. She is a 12-year-old through and through. And some days I'm like, thank God they're not both verbal, because I could not do it.
I don't get any of that sass from mom, right?
No, not at all.
Of course not.
No.
Of course not.
I think it was either my mom or maybe
it's
the other side. Sure. Yeah.
How have you supported Breland in her role as Livy's sister, and with the changes and the challenges that you've talked about?
Well, I mean, I do try to keep her in therapy. I think that like mental health stuff is important. And someone to have that outlet with that doesn't always understand it and isn't in our family, you know, because I want her to be able to be like, this sucks. Yeah. You know, she can't really tell me that. I mean, she can tell me and I can be like, yeah, but come on, let's go. Like, we don't have a choice. But I want someone that can process those things with her and just make her so strong and resilient, and, you know, continue to build her up as, you know, the phenomenal little girl that she is. But yeah, I mean, she's a sour patch. She doesn't always let that phenomenal side show. So, but she does, I mean, she does volleyball. She's spoiled. So one other thing about Breland is that her birthday's on Christmas. Oh. And she'll always tell you that. So she's like, yeah, I get gifts all year long because I share my birthday with Christmas. And so she's very spoiled. So, I mean, one of the joys of Livy is that she doesn't want for anything. Mm-hmm. She doesn't play with toys. She doesn't like iPads. She doesn't do tablets. The only thing that she needs are some Mardi Gras beads or monkey noodles or something. Mm-hmm. Just
keep her hands busy.
That's it. And snacks. She likes snacks. So, you know, Breland gets, you know, if I'm going to buy a toy or whatever she wants, right now it's shoes. You know, Livy can get whatever shoes. Mom picks those out, but Breland is the one that wants the newest, coolest shoes. And so she's spoiled. So,
what moments or milestones with Livy stand out to you as the most powerful or memorable so far?
You know, it's kind of weird things every day. Like the biggest one I think is around probably the age of 3. Affection was not really her thing. She didn't kiss, like, and with her being nonverbal, I'll never hear her say like, I love you, Mom. So having like hugs and, you know, all those things are things that she just doesn't do. And in one of her therapies, they were like working on kissing. And so at around 3.5, she finally started kissing. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't always kiss the nicest. Sometimes she'll grab my hair with both hands and pull me to her to kiss her. And I'm like, okay, girl. But I love Livy's kisses. You know, they're not like her. Sometimes they're slobbery and her mouth's wide open and she's trying really hard to get all up in your business. But so we've been working on hugs right now. And so those really small little milestones are really where it's at. Her 5th grade graduation was hard because we were at the same school from kindergarten to 5th grade. Mm-hmm. So it was great school, great experience. And so leaving that is hard for me. That's probably
feels like safe there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I knew that they loved her. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, she can't tell me how her day is. Mm-hmm. I can't say like, oh, what'd you do today? I mean, I still say that, you know, and she just looks at me like, you dummy. But you know, or I'll say like, you ready to go to school?
Roll her eyes.
Yeah, her facial expressions are on point.
Yeah. She's got the eye roll down.
She's got the eye roll and the side eye.
Yeah.
But yeah, so her teachers and her educational, like the support that she got there was really helpful. And for me too, not just her. So, 5th grade was a little tough. Little
big
tough.
milestone.
And she's going into 6th grade next year.
Yep.
So lots of new changes coming.
Yep. But the coolest thing is she's going to go to school with Breland for the first time.
Oh, wow.
They've always been at separate schools because of the programs. And the middle school that Breland's been going to has the same program. So
that'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah. And she's already told people, like, my sister's coming.
Watch out.
Yep. Yeah. And I better not hear any of you make fun of her or anything like that.
She's good for her.
Okay. Yeah. No, she doesn't take anything from anybody. So
what would you want other families just starting out with their journey with Rett syndrome to know? What's your words of advice?
don't Google.
Don't do what you did.
Don't do that. Connect with families, building those relationships. And not only, our little Rett syndrome group, there's about 8 families in Wichita area that have a daughter with Rett syndrome. And
you guys all have matching jackets.
Some of us do.
Yeah.
So there's 2 groups. There's the older Rett syndrome girls with Rett syndrome, and then there's the younger, and they're more newly diagnosed. So the newer group, one of our moms, another hero mom, Leslie, she got jackets made for all of us, and
that's so cool.
They're so cute.
I want a Livy jacket.
Yeah, it's got a little purple butterfly on it. Purple's like the Rett syndrome color, and butterflies are like symbolic of Rett syndrome, and super cool. But yeah, so building those relationships, connecting with families, and even, like I said, even if it's not just someone with Rett syndrome, just families that get it.
Yeah.
Parent support groups are always my favorite to recommend, because you can go in there and you can say, like, this is hard, and they get it. Yeah. It's not easy. Especially, we're 5 years past our diagnosis, and it's easier. But those first few years are rough.
Yeah.
Rough. Just learning. It's way different learning about things that are kind of like beyond your brain. Sometimes it's really hard to like comprehend
and like accepting it. I assume like you hear those words, but then you have to actually accept what you're hearing and how that's going to impact your life and your child's life.
Yeah. And every 5th grade, all those like milestones, every milestone comes with a challenge. There's always like, it's not just like, kind of like when you have a baby and they learn how to walk, like it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
So that's how everything is with Livy's life. I feel like everything's a blessing and a curse in some ways. So,
there's a hard side and a good side.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, just learning to navigate that, and also like having people to walk with you and support and understand. And, I know when we first talked, I'm not from here, so I don't have a family system. And, my biggest thing was like, I need help. Doing this alone is horrible. And they were, I think, 5 and 6 when we joined with the heroes. And so I was like, I need somebody to help watch them. And, like you had, well, maybe this person. And like meeting some people, and not necessarily them watching my kids, but like, hey, let's go do something together. Because then
like a play date.
Yeah, play dates or, just the events and things like that. It helps.
Well, that kind of segues. You're just naturally segueing into my next question. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
How has Wichita's Littlest or your broader support system impacted your journey as a mom navigating complex medical needs?
Yeah, it's been a huge blessing. Not only the events for the kids, but mom's night out. Like I always try to do the mom's night out stuff, not only for me, but like kind of to connect with those newer moms.
Yeah.
To say like, we got this. You know, we've been here. We can help.
You're always so positive.
Yeah.
Every time we talk.
You know what? That's funny because I don't really have that like
Outlook.
I do have a generally positive outlook. I have a realistic outlook. You know, I'm not going to wallow in this. I can't. Because it's every day. If I wallowed, what would I do? I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
You just got to keep pushing
That's
forward.
contagious with the other moms. Oh, you're talking about the moms events and your energy and positivity.
Well, I hope so. I would love to be that like little breath of fresh air and light. But I'm never going. I'm not rainbows and sunshine. I will always tell you how it is. Unfortunately, like it or not.
And sometimes we all need to hear that.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's how I feel about Livy, and you know, and Breland. I mean, sometimes you know life doesn't always go great, and so we have to make it what it is, and so it takes a while. Yeah. But I love the events. I mean, Livy's gotten to ride horses. I would have never in my life thought she would ride horses. Like the summer luau is one of our favorites because we get the pool, just the heroes. So I can confidently tell the parents like, hey, let's keep her away from them. Or, you know, there's some that she's gotten and they're like, it's okay. They're used to it. Their brothers got them, or, you know, the siblings. That's another thing I really like about the heroes is that there's siblings that are invited and participate. And so Breland's made connections and sometimes the sibling support is really, really helpful.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. Well, Tori, thank you so much for opening your heart and sharing Livy's journey with us. Your honesty, strength, and love as a mom is truly inspiring, and we know that so many other families will feel seen and supported because of your story. So thank you.
Well, of course. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Livy is such a light, and Braylon's love for her sister is something that is really special. Thank you for being with us today and giving us a glimpse into your world.
You're so welcome. Thank you, guys.
And now we're excited to shift gears and spend a few minutes with one of our amazing community partners who help make this podcast and so much of what we do at Wichita's Littlest Heroes possible.
That's right. We are sitting down with Andover Auto Body, a generous sponsor of our Superhero 5K and Bravery Ball, to talk about their continued support of our hero families and what giving back to the community means to them.
Let's dive into that conversation now.
Hi, Brandy.
Hello.
Thank you for being here today.
Well, thanks for having us.
Brandy with Andover Auto Body. First off, thank you so much for all you've done for Wichita's Littlest Heroes. Can you share what first inspired Andover Auto Body to get involved?
Well, it actually started way before Andover Auto Body was Andover Auto Body. Jeff Kirkendall is our owner, but we've had the honor of knowing Brie Baskerville for very, very, very long time.
We go way back.
20 plus years. And
way
so Jeff and I actually went through the journey of Tristan with her. So we knew how the program worked, how everything came about. So, you know, when sponsorships became available for our shop to be able to help out, it was so easy to say yes, because knowing what these families go through and everything is just here in the Kansas area and that money stays locally is so amazing.
Yeah. You've supported some of our biggest events like Superhero 5K and the Bravery Ball, and even organized car washes to raise funds. What motivates your team to keep showing up for hero families in such a hands-on way?
Well, just being able to see the help that we can do to these families, because, you know, parents having to take off work and miss time away from their job and the income that they're losing, knowing that the support that we can provide for them is beneficial, because, you know, not everybody has that chance of having family that can help them financially. So knowing that, you know, there's an organization out there that can help these families and will do anything and bend over backwards to hold events for them in their honor.
And we have fun.
Oh, yeah, it's a blast.
Car washes, we had quite a bit of fun.
Oh, that car wash was amazing.
Yeah, we have some fun too. As a local business, why is giving back to the families and the community so important at Andover Auto Body?
Well, Our motto is we like to make it easy. So we like to keep everything transparent. And that's one thing you guys do as well as Wichita Littlest Heroes. You guys keep everything transparent with your families. You're open, you're honest with them, what you can help them with, what you can't help them with. And it's just amazing to know that you're here supporting local just like we are.
You guys are really good at that.
Yeah.
It is definitely just part of your culture.
Yeah, definitely.
Giving back, and everybody there. I mean, you walk into Andover Auto Body and you feel like you're a family. I mean, sometimes I'm like the evil like stepsister. Like, oh, she's there again. But it definitely feels like a family.
Well, and it's not just our organization that you guys support. Like, you guys are all over Wichita to begin with, like, and Andover and surrounding areas. Like, you guys are involved in so many events. And
we definitely try to. We try to give. We try to spread the love out to everybody. Jeff and Katie and myself, we like to really support, the veterans and military and just anybody that needs help.
Yeah.
Jeff is the type of guy that will bend over backwards to, anybody, give him the shirt off of his back. So, he does try to spread it out throughout different organizations throughout the area.
You guys do a nonprofit spotlight too, where you spotlight different organizations and different nonprofits.
Yes. Every month, we pick one nonprofit charity, and we do a donation to them, just for no reason at all, just to give back some kind of way.
And those are a huge deal.
Yes.
Especially when you guys pick a lot of, smaller local nonprofits that aren't getting those
that
random
exposure.
donations and exposure, and it makes a big difference.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite moment or memory from an event you've sponsored or volunteered at with Wichita's Littlest Heroes?
Oh yeah. Actually, the car wash was, probably one of my favorite things because we just threw it together and the turnout that we had in such a short time. But my favorite part of it was there was this younger child that came up there with his mini dirt bike, and he had a competition that night and he wanted it all sparkly clean. And when we told him the story of why we were having the car wash, he just like lit up to know that he was actually donating money for a special cause. And just to be able to give back himself, he was so excited about that.
Bless his little heart.
And he got a nice shiny bike out of it to race that
Sharing
night.
that giving culture with somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was so much fun.
Oh yeah.
It was a good time. What would you say to other local businesses that are considered and getting involved with Wichita's Littlest Heroes?
Do it. I mean, to partner up with somebody like Wichita Littlest Heroes is amazing because of all the things that you do for your families and all the events that you hold, because there's the other organizations out there, they do things, but the magnitude that you guys go to help your families out, especially Mom's Night Out. Because I mean, I don't have a child that has an illness to any extent of what these families do. And I would just love to come to one of your Mom's Night Out just to get away.
You're more than welcome to join us. Come have a margarita with the moms.
But just what you do to give back is so amazing. The Christmas gifts that you guys give every year, the cookies that you hand out to the families during your events at Christmas time. It's just all the things that you do. Trying to actually set up events with you guys is really hard because you have so many going on, because you're trying to just widen your horizons of helping families.
Well, we're able to do a lot of those things because we have partners like Andover Auto Body.
Well, thank you.
We love you guys.
We appreciate that. And we love you guys too. And anything we can do to help, we're definitely going to try. And we always share your guys' information with anybody we know.
Well, a huge thank you to our friends over at Andover Auto Body for not just being incredible sponsors, but for genuinely caring about the kids and the families that we serve. Your support truly makes a difference.
Thank you guys. We really help. We really appreciate helping you guys out and just being involved with you guys.
And before we wrap up, we want to send our deepest thanks to Tori Moler for joining us today and sharing Livy's story. Your honesty, strength, and love for both Livy and Breland shines so brightly, and we're honored to have you on our podcast.
And to all of our listeners, thank you for spending part of your day with us. If Livy's journey moved you or reminded you of the power of community, please like, share, and follow The Hero's Journey: Life Beyond the Diagnosis.
We'll be back soon with more courageous families and a whole lot of heart. Until then, be kind, be present, and remember, you are never alone on this journey.